Hey guys, it's April, and now that ice fishing season's done, we're moving to open water. You know, a lot of boats are coming out of storage now. Guys are getting excited. Here in South Dakota, our ice is just about all gone. Getting ready for spring, everybody's excited. Just a couple of quick tips I wanted to visit with you real quick about is some spring battery maintenance. I run 5 batteries in my boat. I got a lot of accessories that help me in terms of fishing. Not only do I rely on my batteries for power for my big motor, my kicker motor, but I run 3 big Humminbird units. My Minn-Kota trolling motor, my Minn-Kota Talon. I've got a lot of accessories added to this boat that I rely on for boat control, for finding fish, and I want them to work. I rely on them. I demand a lot of power. A couple of things that I do to my batteries every spring to help get the most out of the batteries, to prevent downtime once they get into the boat. First and foremost, I think maintaining a clean battery, making sure that everything that's on the battery is wiped off. I use a WD-40. You know, making sure the battery is clean will prevent stuff that might be on the battery, causing corrosion on the posts. Keeping the posts clean. A lot of times I use a battery cleaner and a steel brush to make sure that these posts are clean before I do put the wires for the accessories on them. One other thing that I will do every spring is make sure that the water levels in the batteries are up. It's done very easy with a flat screwdriver. You can pop off these covers. Just making sure that the water level is over the lead plates is very important. That's going to allow this battery to provide the most power that it can. Of course, when you do it, use distilled water. I use a funnel in each hole. There's 3 holes under each cover. But I do this to all my batteries, making sure that the water level is over the lead plates. First and foremost, when you do that, please wear eye protection. Anything splashes, that acid obviously can be very harmful. Lastly, before the batteries go into the boat, because it's a lot easier than pulling them back out, I will put a tester on them, making sure that they are providing the amount of power that they are capable of, because I do demand a lot of power, and it's going to prevent downtime from trying to figure out which battery is maybe not doing what it needs to. And again, this is after all my batteries are stored in the basement over the winter. These quick tips, which take very little time, very little money, can actually maintain your batteries from year to year. These batteries are going to last longer. You know, with running, for instance, in this boat, 5 batteries, it can be very expensive. This little bit of maintenance can save you not only time, possibly off the water, not fishing, but also money having to replace batteries, where a little simple maintenance could prevent some. Okay, now that we got each individual battery taken care of, next step obviously is getting them into the boat. A couple of extra quick tips I just wanted to share. Every fall when I take the batteries out, there are a pile of wires that get attached to these batteries. It can be very frustrating not knowing which wire goes to which battery. Like I talked about last fall, even looking right now, most people would go, wow, I'll never be able to get that put back together. But what I do is I group each battery set, or each set of wires from each battery together. You can either use like Velcro wire ties. In this case, it was very simple. I just used a roll of duct tape. I actually labeled them. I have 5 batteries in this boat. I label them port, starboard, and then front, middle, back. And then each set either a positive or negative. Makes it very easy, making sure I get the correct wires on each battery. You know, crossing wires or not putting them on the right post can actually do some harm. Lastly, again, wanting to keep the compartment clean. Trying to get everything out of this compartment, whether it be dust, dirt, liquids, moisture that can contribute to the corrosion on the posts, will actually prevent you know, not getting as much power as we need, or the maximum amount of power out of these batteries. And lastly, I think it's very important, I do fish in a lot of rough water. Over time the batteries can shift around. I think it's very important to make sure you use your straps on your batteries. We want these batteries to stay in here, not to move around. Once they start to move around, a lot of times the wires on these posts can become loose, again causing problems, not having the power that we need. causing problems where we're not being able to spend as much time on the water trying to fix a problem. Again, these are just a couple of quick tips that I wanted to share. Very easy, very cheap. Just doing a little bit of work before we get on the water will prevent, hopefully, times having to spend off the water trying to fix a problem. I like to do this early spring maintenance, battery maintenance early, and that way we can enjoy the rest of the summer.